Hello and welcome back to a new video. I'm Max from Sketchapp TV and today we are designing a new animation in Sketch and in Principle, and it will be about this blog UI kit that you will see right here. It will also be linked down in the description, so check that out to download it before designing. And to give you a little overview, we have several screens here, but we will only use 3 of them. So we will take the profile screen, that is basically this one right here, that is showing an avatar and some posts. Then we will have a card UI screen that is also showing the blog articles, and then we will see the detailed blog article, and we will use this screen right here. Okay, so I already downloaded the UI kit and I added some photos because the actual UI kit is just plainly right here. Just got these photos from unsplash.com, and so these are the screens that we will be using for our design. And we will start right now by extracting or exporting all the assets that we need for the animation. I did the exporting thing before in a video, but I thought why not just doing it again. Okay, and we will start with our first screen, that is the profile artboard. And what I want to animate is that the profile screen transfers to this screen, and the story screen goes to our detailed story screen. And what kind of animation we will be doing in detail is that our avatar is transforming to this avatar right here, and I want to expand this image to this image, and from this screen to the detailed article, we will also transferring our card to the background right here, and we will also expand the image that is zoomed in a little bit. Okay, so let's just start by going to the avatar, hit make exportable, and then I just go to add to X and I add the suffix add to X. I export it. I already did it right here, so I just cancel it for the moment. And then I need this photo that we also need to export, add to X, add the suffix, and we just call it, for example, bitmap copies, doesn't matter. And we also need the screen itself. So I just go to export profile. I want it to be add to X again. So I just add the suffix, and here we have it. Okay, that should be enough for our first screen. And in the second screen, we will definitely export this top header image by going to make exportable again, adding all details, and then we just paste it right here. We also need the photo, so I make this exportable as well. Add to X. And this will be our avatar that is resizing. Okay, and now as we want to transform or zoom into this photo a little bit, we just export this photo as well. So I just do it again right here. Okay, there we have this. What I also want is that our content of this card is resizing to the background of this screen. So I also want to export the card background. Add 2x. And I need all the content right here to be exported separately as well. Okay, so that's all this stuff. Just group it up and we just call it content or something like that. Content at 2x. So now we have this, and I need this one, the content right here, to be exported as well. Just call it detailed content. And of course we need these two artboards, so the detailed story and this one. Again, just export it, and there we have it. Okay, then let's open up Principle again. Here we have our first artboard set up already. I will just create all the free artboards that we will need, and we will start with the first artboard by adding all the content. Oh yeah, but we need to change our artboard settings to the correct size. We want the iPhone 6 size, and there we have it. Okay, it's already done. So now let's just drag in all the elements, all the content that we will need that we will animate. Oops. Okay, there was a problem. Okay, I forgot to add sign. There we have it. Looking fine. And of course we will also drag in this image right here. There we have it. Position it correctly onto our screen. And there it is. So that's the first screen. The second artboard will contain the background, of course. Then we will add the card that is right here. Just place it correctly, that it is matching the existing one, and we will drag in the content above our card. And yeah, the photo, as I said before, it is this one. Just zoom in to place it correctly, like that. Okay, and then we just continue dragging in all the elements on our last artboard. Okay, I just forgot to export some things. So we need to get back to Sketch again, because I need to export all the content that is above our photo. And here as well. Okay. So I think that will happen to you too, that you just forget to export some content, and I will just export these really quick. Okay, so the title. Then we need our status bar and our top bar. Oops, our top bar and our status bar. We can also group them up and just export them normally like that. And here on this screen we need to export the top stories and our status bar. We can also group them up and just export them like this. So yeah, as you see, that's a normal problem, and I want to show you a normal design process, and some problems like this just happen and you have to fix them, and it's just done really quick. So that isn't really a problem for us. So we go to Principle again, and here in Principle we need to drag in our background image, of course, which is this. Then we need our, so it's like there, right there. We need to copy our card, because you see right here that we have cards that are below our background image, but I just use the card like this. That is way quicker, works just fine, and there we have our content. Okay, now let's just drag in the top elements, which was basically this right here. It just automatically changed the position of the artboard, so nothing is really overlaying on other artboards, which is quite nice. Principle is really doing an amazing job for us designers. And now we will just add the photo to this last screen here as well. Like this. Then just add the status bar again. And we want our content to be here again, like this. You will see later why I already exported the detailed content for our animation. Then we need the last part that we exported, which was the title, like this. Okay, now we have our screens, and we are able to animate the screens. And the first thing that we will do is that when clicking on this photo, I want to have an animation to our second screen, to the card screen, which is done like this. And what happens now is that when we name the avatar on this screen, the layer on this screen, give it the same name on the second screen, they should actually just resize correctly. So do you see? You see how it is resizing, how it is changing its position, and it's just what we want. But to make the animation a bit smoother, I want to, of course, expand the image. So we give them the same name as well. So I just call this image, and I just call this right here image, and you will see now that it is just resizing perfectly. We can try something else by just going to our second screen, copying the background layer and just placing it above our actual first screen. Make the opacity to 0%, give it the same name, and now we maybe even have a smoother animation, because it should, yeah, the 2 has to stand in this layer, because it's, yeah, you see it's fading in way smoother because the opacity is changing from 0 to 100%. It's right here. So if you click on animate, you can see and change animations. And you see that the opacity is changing from 0% right here to 100% right here. Just click this screen and you just see it. Like that. We can also say we want it to be a little bit later, or you can also just try out what works best for you to have a nice animation. Like this. I really like how this is changing, so I will just use this one, which looks pretty nice if you ask me. Just add some details. Be perfect when doing the animation, because it's just important to have a great animation that is just perfectly timed and so on. So get an impression of that. Okay, so now we will move on to our second part of the animation, which is basically an animation between these two screens. And what I want to do is to click the card and that it is animating to this screen. Okay, so we have the image right here, and we will of course also call this image, because now you will see that it is it should actually zoom in. We will just do some trial and error to fix any problems that may exist. So maybe I will do something first, which will be a link back to this screen. So we are just able to go back and see the animation again. So, okay. I actually want it to be zoomed in a little bit, which is not working. Probably because it's a separate photo, but I will try something. So maybe we can get the job done simply by having it like this. I will correct all the problems that are existing. Oops. Ah, yeah, I see. There we have it. That should fix the problem. So now it's zooming in how we want it, but it's of course overlaying the content that we have right here, which is not a problem, because as I said, I would like to have the card right here to be the background of our detailed content. Oops. So I just grab it and I just resize it to how we want it to be displayed. So you really have to try out the animations that you would like to have there. Yeah. It's not a bad thing to do it like trial and error like. So we have the first animation right here, and this will be the second animation. I would like to have an animation between the texts. They are separately, so this is a different content, different information maybe even. So just give them the same name and we should actually have a nice animation between the content as well. Reposition this and let's try the animation, of course. And I think it already looks quite nice. I really enjoy how the animation is working. Oops. Yeah, that is just amazing. I love how it is transitioning between the screens. But what I don't like is how the top part is just popping in. We will correct that in a second. You see that it is just popping in like that. So we just copy it and we just paste it on this artboard. We can even say it should fall down like this. If you like this animation, we can just do this, of course. Maybe change the opacity. I think that looks quite nice actually. So we can take this I love to click the animation to just feel it, to just do it. I would like to add a backlink to this screen so we can navigate through all the screens right here. And it's just fine. I will just show it to you in a bigger preview right here. So let's just get through the animation again. We have our first screen right here. Our first artboard. And so now we just want to experience the animation. So just click it. You see that it is just working fine, that it is working amazingly, to be honest. And it's just amazing. You see how it is transitioning. Great. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, just give me a thumb up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and download the files of this tutorial, which will be down in the description. And yeah, just thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and enjoy your week. See you!